Good morning, card community. It's RJ back with another video, so let's get to it. Today's random Mike Schmidt item of the day. Picked up a card here off the bay. It is a Mike Schmidt card, and I don't know what it is. Kind of. So this is a card from 2013 Panini. Kind of an orange shimmer card. Number to 325. Get that in there. The thing about this is I'm not sure which parallel this is. The reason I say that is because there's a number of different parallels. Let me show you a base card. Here's the base Mike Schmidt card. Kind of a brown parallel, brown background and a frame. Different colored frames in the insert sets, the parallel sets. And this one, I found two images on the tradingcarddatabase.com of inserts in the 2013 Panini Cooperstown set. One is called Matrix. That's the way it's listed, just Matrix. And it's numbered to 325, as this is. And it has orange, kind of a sparkly background. I also found a listing under the tradingcarddatabase.com for an orange crystal parallel that's also numbered to 395. So you might think to yourself, this is the orange crystal or the Matrix. But again, the Matrix and the orange crystal, the image looks the same. Now, the reason I'm hesitant to say that it's the orange crystal is let me show you some of the other parallels I do have. And these are listed in the tradingcarddatabase.com. I have the green crystal, and you'll notice the crystal effect is different on this one than in my orange version. I have a blue crystal, matches the green crystal, although it's blue, it's the same kind of gem cut design. I have a red crystal, also that same kind of gem crystal-like design. And I have a gold crystal, same kind of design. So if this is the orange crystal, would it not have that kind of gem cut as opposed to the sparkle? So perhaps this is the Matrix. There is a black crystal. That is the one of one I do not have. But again, I'm not sure where this orange card fits into the equation. But it's a new pickup. It's my random Mike Schmidt item of the day. And there you have it. Now, today's random baseball item of the day. Every once in a while, I'll look at some of my older sets that are junk wax era, you know, late 80s, early 90s. And some of the sets back then had inserts, and because the sets are basically worthless, most of the insert cards are still basically worthless as well. So I thought to myself, well, let me try and put together a master set of one of these. And I chose to go after the Ted Williams Card Company set from 1993. Now, there's a Ted Williams Card Company set from 1993 and one from 1994. Those are the only 2 years Ted put out a set under his name. Some base cards, and then some inserts, and then some autos and whatnot. One of the inserts in 1993 was a fad of the day. When 1993, I was finishing up my college education, so I was long past being interested in kid-like things, which this was, this fad. So maybe some of you younger guys will remember these, because I know what they were, I knew what they are. I just didn't understand what they were for. I have here from the 1993 Ted Williams Card Company, the insert of Pogs. These are the Pog cards. Hopefully some of you guys out there are getting really nostalgic for when you were young and you guys collected Pogs. For those who don't know what the heck I'm talking about, Pogs were nothing but round discs of thick cardboard with different images on it. They literally put everything on these cards. Pop culture, politics, movies, TV, sport. Everything had a Pog. And every kid was collecting all their Pogs. And there was some kind of game. You flipped them. You did something with them. I'm not even sure because I didn't collect Pogs. But it was huge back in like the early 90s. Very, very, it was like Beanie Babies. It was insanely popular for a very brief period of time, and then it was gone. Well, these are the Pogs that were inserted into the Ted Williams Card Company sets. and I have got the entire set of Pog cards. I'm trying to put together a master set of Ted Williams Card Company items. Again, they're very inexpensive, very easy to find off the bay, so I'm working my way down that list, all right? Just wanted to show you a random baseball item today. Today's trivia question, still World Series time. Maybe, I don't know, by now it's possible that the World Series is over. I do not know, obviously. But this is one of the stars of the World Series, Adolis Garcia from Texas, having a hell of a postseason, racking up the home runs. This is his second-year card, his rookie cup card, Adolis Garcia. This is your prize if you could tell me this question, if you could give some of the answer to this question. Texas has a chance to win its first World Series ever. It is one of a few teams, I'm not going to tell you how many, it is one of a few teams who have never won a World Series. And there are a couple. I want you to tell me, name for me all of the current Major League teams who have yet to win a World Series. All right, give me that list. Send me an email. I'll include my email in the description below, along with a repeat of that question. You will have today and tomorrow to answer, and we will pick a winner on Sunday, all right? Good luck to everybody on that. An awesome Adolis Garcia second-year cup card for that answer. So, moving on. Today, Friday, going over another one, a forgotten Hall of Famer. I've done two of these so far. I figured I'd do another one. I'm enjoying that because I love my history. Love to show off the historical aspects of the game. We did an executive first, just did a player. I think I'm going to bounce back and forth between the players and non-players, just because there are so many non-players who really are the forgotten people, the non-players, and it's hard to find a lot of players who are forgotten, but they exist. So I will still have that ability. Today's forgotten Hall of Famer, one of the first umpires elected to the Hall of Fame, Tommy Connolly. British-born Tommy Connolly, elected to the Hall of Fame, along with umpire Bill Clem. For whatever reason, Bill Clem, out of the first two umpires to get elected to the Hall of Fame, tends to have much more notoriety than Tommy Connolly. Don't know why. Tommy was in the American League. Clem was in the National League. And, you know, American League was certainly a more dominant league in the early days with the Yankees, so not sure why Clem gets most of the notoriety, but today I'm going to focus on the life and times of Tommy Connolly. This is his 1991 Conlon Collection card. Here is a shot of the back. And I'm going to give you, like I said, I'm going to break away, give you some pictures of Tommy, and there's not a lot of pictures out there to film for Tommy Connolly. So my video, my imagery might be sparse and repetitive, but I want to give you a little bit of background on Tommy Connolly, a forgotten Hall of Famer. So hang on a second. I'll be right back. Thomas Henry Connolly was born on December 31st, 1870 in Manchester, England. The family immigrated to the United States in the late 1880s, settled in a town called Natick, Massachusetts, where his father became a salesman of Catholic church supplies and provided for the family with a comfortable living. Like most young Englishmen, Connolly actually played cricket, and he'd never really known about baseball until he came to the States. He quickly developed an interest in the game, but did not develop that interest as a player, but more was an ardent student of the rules of the game, and he began to umpire at local YMCA games and other semi-professional games around the area of Massachusetts. Tommy began umpiring professionally in 1894 in the New England League, bounced around a couple leagues like that until 1898 when he joined the National League. However, he quit midway through the 1900 season when some of the league officials failed to support umpires to the satisfaction of Connolly, so he went back to the New York State League to finish out the season. Perhaps it was fate and the baseball gods that right about that time was when Ban Johnson created the American League, and Ban had the idea that this would be a more civilized, clean league, and Tommy fit right in as a fan of authoritarianism and the ability of umpires to demand respect. So he was able to join the American League, where he served for a very long time. Tommy and umpire Hank O'Day, also a member of the Hall of Fame, were selected to officiate at the first Modern World Series in 1903. He served until June of 1931 when he retired, and served as the umpire in chief, training new umpires until his retirement in 1954. He was behind the plate for 4 no-hitters and 1 perfect game. While Clem preferred the under the coat style chest protector. Either way, they were both pioneers in their field in either the American or National League. And in fact, so much so that in 1953, as the most influential umpires in the early part of the baseball history, they were selected as the first umpires in the Hall of Fame. Due to illness, unfortunately, Tommy was not able to attend, although he was still alive at the time. Following his Hall of Fame induction, Tommy lived until 1961. Upon his retirement back in 1953, he had been awarded a gold pass, similar to many veteran major leaguers get, which means they can go to any game that they choose for free. And he would often be seen at Fenway Park, which is in the area in which he lived, obviously up in Massachusetts. Umpiring is often one of those things we take for granted in baseball games. And in fact, we probably should take it for granted. The moment you start thinking about the umpire behind the plate, the umpire is doing a bad job in attracting attention to himself rather than the action on the field. Tommy Connolly was one of those great arbiters who did his job, took no credit, and everybody respected him and adored him for it. So there you have it, people. That is a brief look-see into the life of Tommy Connolly, one of the early great umpires of baseball. Umpires Bill Clem, Hank O'Day, Tommy Connolly are probably 3 of the earliest umpires elected as far as time they served. I think Tim Hurst is another umpire who eventually should get in because he was even earlier than them. And it was hard to be an umpire in those days. Anyway, hope you're all enjoying this look-see into what I consider forgotten Hall of Famers. I'm going to keep doing this a player versus non-player until I can run out of people who are forgotten about in the Hall of Fame. I hope you enjoy this. If you do, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. I really do appreciate all your support. Don't forget the trivia questions, and I hope to see you again on Sunday as we do the trivia recap, all right? Thanks for watching, and take care.